But why do you think andi some marriages fail? Ante marriage ane institution ni baga namme vyakti meeru. Oka marriage fail ayindante daniki karanaalu iruvaipu nunchi undొచ్చు. But అంటే ఒక ఏజ్ దాటాక మనకు 40లు 45లు వచ్చేసరికి మనకు కొంచెం ఇంకొంచెం మెచ్యూరిటీ లెవెల్స్ పెరుగుతాయి. వీ షుడ్ కీప్ అప్ ద మ్యారేజ్, వీ షుడ్ సీ టు ఇట్ దట్ వీ అప్హోల్డ్ ఇట్, వీ షుడ్ నాట్ కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ అని. అంటే దిస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ మీకు ఎప్పటి నుంచి వచ్చింది?
బేసిక్లీ అండి ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ ఆఫ్ మ్యారేజ్లో ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ వన్ సైడ్ అండి, ఇట్ ఇస్ బోత్ ద పీపుల్. దే షుడ్ when you promise yourself to get married, come together అండి. It has happened to me also. I fell out of a marriage, I got married. All this is happening. See, when do you fall out of a marriage is when you are not able to think, when you are not able to sit and talk to your better half. See, ఏ విషయాలను కూడా సాయంకాలం ఇంటికి వచ్చేస్తే first you should learn to talk. There's no point keeping silent. Hearsays will be hearsays. Openly speak out. Have an argument within the four walls. If your children are there, don't fight in front of them. Have food with them, enjoy, smile, even though you have some problem with your husband or the husband having the wife. Go into your room, heart's content, you have a argument and and convince yourself and be happy. See, it is an institution where it has, our culture, our heritage, Indian culture is so highly reputed culture. So there is, of course, people can point at me, people can point at Radhika, all that can happen. But what are they today is what you have to look. You cannot keep on talking about somebody else's past. You have to go about thinking about the future. So as a person, I would say there has got to be a lot of compromises. And here today, current world, like girls are earning more than boys sometimes. That could be a criteria for fight itself. That itself could be a problem. And the different styles, social life has changed. So social circle, friendship, how to gauge every friend. So the man should also understand the woman. And suspicion, insecurity feeling, all this have to be handled. And these days is pretty difficult, but these are the challenges. When you get into a marriage, institution of marriage, you should face all these things. You should expect all these things. Adjustment has to be there. It is not that easy, Andy. Two people to live together is very, very difficult because you are meeting them after so many years and then you meet. It's not like you are living with your parents and then understanding them. You are meeting a new soul and then trying to understand. To understand, it will take about 7-8 years. To understand your parents, it took almost 15-20 years. In tarvata your father elag untaru, mother elag untaru, sister elag think chesaru, ani vachestundandi. But when you get into marriage, you don't have the time unless until you have fallen in love for 10 years, then you are getting married, maybe you had a chance of knowing the person. Then arranged marriage lo em avutundandi, then from day one it starts. You might have had so many thinking about how your man should be. You may not find it in him. But what is it that you should find in him? You should go towards that. Then the marriage will work.
శరత్ గారు, వ్యక్తిగతంగా మీ జీవితాన్ని చూసుకుంటే ఒకటి ఫెయిల్ అయినా ఒకటి సక్సీడ్ అయినా దానికి కారణం మీకు మీరు ఎన్ని ఇచ్చుకుంటారండి? ఒక 10కి మార్కులు వేసుకుంటే అంటే ఈ ఫెయిల్యూర్కి కారణం నాది ఇంత పర్సంటేజ్ అని మీకు మీరు ఎన్ని మార్క్స్ వేసుకుంటారు?
Any failures or any mistakes or any things that happen in your life, you should fully own yourself to that first.
Ante.
See, without your knowledge, nothing happens. You cannot keep a cigarette in my mouth and light it unless I want to smoke it. So the mistakes that you have committed, you should realize this is because of this decision. Any self-analysis unalandi. See, people might say so many things. It is for you to analyze finally and take a decision. Kada. So, our decision tappuga pote, then you have to own that mistake. So, that is how you have to look at it. I think every mistake and every failure, at least 50% is our fault. 50% may be the samajam cheppindi or friends told me. But 50% of the blame has to be your own blame. You are one of the reasons for this. You cannot put it on somebody else and say, because of this I happened. నేను ఎప్పుడు బెంజ్ కార్లో వెళ్ళనండి, ఆ రోజు నేను బెంజ్లో వెళ్ళాను ఇట్లా అయిపోయింది. నో, ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ బికాస్ యూ వెంట్ బై దట్ కార్ దట్ డే. బ్లేమ్ ఇట్ ఆన్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. మీరు చేసిన తప్పే, ఆ తప్పు ఒప్పుకోవాలి. దెన్ ట్రై టు కరెక్ట్ ఇట్ అండి. దట్ ఈస్ డోంట్ ట్రై టు బ్లేమ్ సంబడి ఎల్స్ ఫర్ యువర్ మిస్టేక్స్. యువర్ మిస్టేక్స్ ఆర్ యువర్ ఓన్. So 50%, minimum 50% is our own, I am saying. You should accept it 100% that whatever decisions, finally decision మీదేగా.
అంతే.
ఎవరు ఏం చెప్పినా కూడా ఫైనల్గా డిసిషన్ తీయడానికి ముందు ఆలోచించి తీయాలి. తీసిన తర్వాత అది ఓకే, యూ కెన్ ఫేస్ సిచ్యువేషన్, అది వేరే. But if you like the way you asked me, what is the thing means you have to understand that this is because of me. You could have rectified it if you wanted to.